After I became a Christian, I went back to home for summer vacation. And my mother found the Bible in my suitcase, and she asked me what it was, and I said, "Mom, that's the Bible," and I became a Christian. And she didn't believe what she heard, and she asked me the same question 3 times again, and I repeated the same answer. And then my dad came into the room, and they all sat down, and I started explaining them why I became a Christian. And my dad didn't like what he heard, and he said, "If you want to be called by that name, Christian, you ought to leave this house." So I left the house for about several days, and I stayed with a friend of mine. After that, we sat down again and started talking about this, and they let me live with them for a while. And after seeing the changes in my life and the changes the changes in the relationships that I had with them, that really changed their mind in a sense that my mom said, if that's the religion that changed you this much, then we're okay with it. So now they respect my beliefs, but they certainly don't want me to be involved in any type of Christian work. Now I'm at seminary, and every once in a while they call me and they ask me to come back to Turkey and get a secular job and be away from any kind of ministry. But I don't think I will obey them at this point. In the Gospel of Luke, in chapter 9, verses 59, it says, "Then he said to another, 'Follow me.' But he said, 'Lord, let me first go and bury my father.' Jesus said to him, 'Let the dead bury their own dead, but you go and preach the kingdom of God.' And another also said, 'Lord, I will follow you, but let me first go and bid them farewell who are at my house.' But Jesus said to him, 'No one having put his hand to the plow and looking back is fit for the kingdom of God.'" Knowing these verses and other verses like these just makes it impossible for me to stay with them and compromise my faith and do whatever they tell me to believe and do. In Turkey, I saw a lot of evangelists sharing the gospel, starting with the words, "God has a wonderful plan for your life." And he shares the 4 steps of becoming a Christian. It's against the nature of Christianity in Turkey, because if God has a wonderful plan for my life, then what about this? What about martyrdom? What about if I lose my job, I'm going to lose my friends, I'm going to lose my family? What about all those things that I'm going to lose if I become a Christian? That is not wonderful for a non-believer. So I think that method or that way of sharing the gospel is not well suited for Turkey. And instead of saying God has a plan, God has a wonderful plan for your life, we should make Christ the person who will make that plan wonderful for them.